Hey there, guys. It's Main here. So I did get another person reach out to me over on Discord, seeing if they can get some additional assistance with their Idleon account. So I figured let's go ahead and just dive right into it. So this is Neoschy. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name here. He reached out to me trying to see if he can get some general help. I'll just go ahead and read what he had to say, see if we can help him from here. He said, "Hello there. Can I have an account review? I kind of know what I should do. I kind of focused to fix my refinery last couple days in cooking. I just hit World 5 and I can't kill the boss with my Blood Berserker, so I'm just waiting on divinity and collecting base mats, playing active with my second ES for alch, and other things like card farming at the moment. Also lacking on 3D printing because I'm kind of lazy, but I'll do it in like a couple days and I have more time. Great video. Oh, thanks, appreciate that. So, uh, based off what he said, looks like he just hit World 5. He's doing probably the good thing to do, and then he's focusing on divinity right now. I see his seven people that are praying, doing their divinity thing. So it looks like he's probably off to a good start here. So I'll go ahead and open another tab here and just create a little Word document to help me sort of gather my thoughts as he's doing this, as I'm going through this, taking my notes. So I'll just go through, through some of the things that I see in his account. Looks like he's fairly doesn't look like he's actually starting World 5. Looks like he's pretty deep in World 5 already since he has keys, which tells me he's at least at minor moles in some of his characters. So I'll just want to take a look real quick since we're on Idleon efficiency, just see how many keys he's actually getting per day. Looks like he's minimum 9, so he's missing a quest on 1 or 2 characters. Well, one character, like one quest for World 1, World 3. So I just want to check real quick which account. Shoot, I forgot where to look. There we go, quests. So World 1, we were looking for... Shoot, it was a dog bone, that's right. So it looks like his second Siegebreaker hasn't done the quest for World 1. And... Crystal Swine? No, it's not Crystal Swine. Who is it? It's not Snout, it's Worldo. I am blanking. I think it's Bellows. I'll say it's Bellows. Okay, it looks like his Maestro hasn't done the quest. If I can... Hold on, I can check real quick. I am stroking out. Okay, so Bellows, yeah, so he hasn't done the quest on his Maestro. So my one suggestion, this is kind of minor, but it'll be important. I can see you're really down on keys, especially since you only have a Maestro and you haven't gotten V-Man yet. Getting the keys is going to be very important, at least as of right now. You're missing 1 key per day, which seems minor, but it does add up over time. When you go on your V-Man and you do your speed run and you kill like the bosses, you want to kill the Nightmare variant because it unlocks portals that we get more talent points into the V-Man talent system. So you want to start collecting keys. You can either do that through Coliseum in World 2, World 3 to get more keys there, or you can do this in Post Office for World 1 keys. But generally, if you want to collect per day, you want to go finish your quest and all your characters that you get 10 keys per day. You're just missing on a little bit of 1. So I recommend going out on your other characters, on your Siegebreaker and your Maestro, to go finish out that quest, just so you can get the last key. A little bit of a minor thing that you can do that there. Since he's in World 5, looks like I actually don't know where he is in World 5. Like I said, he should be, at least it looked like he was pushing pretty late in the World 5. I don't know where exactly which map he's in, but regardless, he's getting keys for Cattle Croc, which means he's pretty deep in World 5, at least at moles. So anyways, his stamps, I honestly don't know what a good level would be, but the fact he hasn't gotten 7-figure followers yet, I'd probably go back just unlock some of the stamps that he's missing right now. So finish World 1 to World 5, or 5 stamps if he can. Just unlock them, make sure ES get a little bit more damage, and you are able to just progress your account further from there. It seems like you're missing some of those. Like you don't have capital P. That one's pretty easy to get, from at least in my opinion. You're missing Agile stamp, which is agility. I mean, base stats. Like I said in the previous video, the stats you get from the stamp collection are all base stats, so those get scaled by all stat percent. So you want to go back and get those stamps and upgrade them, just because it's overall generally pretty good for your account, especially with some of the bonuses you get later, doubling the stamp power. And one of the bonuses you get from sneaking, one of the pristine charms, actually multiplies the bonus you get from stamps now. That actually came out with the most recent release. I can go ahead and show, because I did have enough gems to buy some of the pristine charms. If I go here, the very bottom page, 1.25 bigger bonuses of non-misc stamps. So that just makes the stats you get actually more effective. So stamps are actually even better now than the previous videos I've been pushing out. So again, I'll always pair with stamps. Go ahead and finish World 1 through World 5 stamps. Upgrade them much as you can. I would try to push probably around 5k stamp level. I really think that's pretty doable, especially since you're pretty deep into World 5. I feel like you should have progressed enough to be able to get enough resources to be able to push that right now. I know you said you were recently doing 3D prints, so I'll go ahead and I pulled up your Alchemy page, so we'll go ahead and look at that, see how feasible 5k stamps might be. But if you're struggling at Alchemy, that might be a little bit hard. But again, I think maybe 4 or 5k stamp level would be pretty good for you. Okay. Moving on to Alchemy. So, okay, all right. Looks like you have a similar issue going on with the previous guy I mentioned. It looks like you haven't unlocked all your bubbles yet, despite you being kind of deep into World 5. I don't believe you said you were able to kill the boss. Doesn't look like... Yeah, doesn't look like you mentioned anything about killing Cavalcruck. So, either way, what I'd really recommend doing, going under Bubo, let me just look at his talents real quick. So, it looks like you have 150 on Cranium Cooking, 142 Tentacle. I don't know. Looks like you only have a few islands unlocked. So, yeah, your overall talent level is pretty low because you don't have Fury Relic. Looks like to me, it kind of looks like you're rushing through World 5, which overall is not a problem because I know you probably want to start on World 6 skills. Just from a progression standpoint, it feels kind of wrong. But logistically, there's really nothing wrong with doing that. It just looks like a lot of your skills are kind of lacking as a result of it. So if you want, looks like you're kind of doing the right thing here when you're on sailing at the very least. Looks like you're trying to get Ancient Fast Retusk, which is something you absolutely should be going for if you're doing sailing. I absolutely recommend getting the Ancient version of Fast Retusk, that we can get more artifact find chance per sailing level. Additionally, once you're able to unlock the Rocky Peaks, getting the 80 tablet for more sailing speed really helps boost the bonuses you get, or boost the speed, or the sailing speed it requires to reach certain islands. So definitely get Ancient Fast Retusk if you can, go for 80 tablet. Later for skilling, something you want to focus on later is Snowy South for efficiency of all skills, World 1 to World 3. Those are some of the best ones. Way later down the line. Obviously, the Fury Relic, Crystal Stake, those are extremely important relics to try to farm for. And just as a side bonus, Trilobite Rock for multi-kill per damage tier. Just again, goals for your way down the future. I don't think that's feasible probably in the next month, considering you're only on Island 2. But it's something to look forward to in the future. Anyways, I'll just go back to Alchemy. Kind of a tangent I went on is your Bubo, it doesn't really have enough talent levels to do much Cranium Cooking on. So what I'd recommend is obviously level it up. I think you're on your skilling preset right now, but when you're back on your active preset, I'd put all the points you can into Cranium Cooking, into Tentacle, as much points you can into Auspicious Aura, get Chemical Warfare and Flashlight Spirit, and just do as much Cranium Cooking as you possibly can. And then you have this booked as well, just a little bit. Bubble Breakthrough. This will help you push bubble levels even higher, gives you a higher chance of unlocking new bubbles. So whenever you can, whenever your Cranium Cooking is available, try to put your characters into the cauldron. So, like for example, I put on my character here. You see it gains sort of the rate. Put them in the cauldron. That way you gain more levels faster on those characters. When you're doing Cranium Cooking, it'll help progress your alchemy a little bit faster, and then go back on your skilling preset with Bubble Breakthrough leveled up and just spam brew until you're able to unlock these bubbles. Your biggest damage buffs are going to be Power Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3. And as an additional bonus with sailing, the green bubble, the large bubble you can equip. I don't know what companions you have. I don't know if you have Sheepy or not. This is auto-equipped, but regardless, getting AFK gains for sailing progress is extremely important in helping you progress sailing really fast. So this is something you want to unlock as soon as possible. It's probably something you want to focus ASAP, is this bubble, and probably this bubble, Bodhi Bubble, for more sailing speed for all boats. So try to push the green cauldron as much as you can until you get Sailor Heart. Obviously, end goal, you want to unlock power, try 1, try 2, and try 3 for more damage. And then secondarily, try to get Bodhi Bubble for more sailing speed. Those will help boost your sailing by quite a bit. Additionally, if you want to help with sailing a little bit more, the Golden Hamster's food will give you AFK chance to collect sailing. And there is a way, this thing right here, so the Golden Hamster Gummy Candy you get, you probably can't farm this too much yet. I don't know if you have Choco Chip, actually probably something I can check, but if you're able to kill crystal mobs, they have a higher chance of dropping this. But if you want to equip this on some of your characters that are doing divinity, when you're able to swap over to them, it'll give you a chance to proc sailing while you're away. So if you're gone for 7 hours, you have a chance to proc 7 extra hours of sailing. Then you go back, check the boats, see if you unlock new relics, so on and so forth. There is a way you can boost that as well. There is a hat called the Royal Turban. You can kill Nightmare or Chaotic Ephant for. They have a chance to drop the helmet, and that gives you golden food effect, which will increase the chance you get at claiming AFK gains. Yeah, Royal Turban. So on regular, on normal Ephant, it's a 1 in 1500. If you kill him on Nightmare, it's a 1 in 66. So if you have more drop rate, you have a higher chance of getting it. So it's at least that part is scaled by drop rate. So the more drop rate you had, it'll bring it down to like 1 in 33 or so on and so forth. So it's relatively easy to get and something you might be able to farm. Again, going back to, you probably need to unlock more keys for that, but that's something you can try to do, is get those golden candies, or get the golden food, the golden hamsters, get Royal Turban, and put them on your characters that you're currently leveling in Divinity, just to get some passive bonuses for sailing. To help progress your sailing a little bit faster. That way you can unlock fast retusk, 80 tablet, anything you might need in sailing. Anyways, yeah. So like I said, Alchemy, you're probably your biggest focus right now. Like I said, a Sailor at heart, Bodhi Bubble, so green and yellow cauldrons right now. Overall, generally what you want to do is try to push them to unlock power, try 1, try 2, and try 3. So that's more secondary goal. But if you want to overall progress your account a little bit faster, I'd recommend probably unlocking green cauldron, Sailor at heart, and yellow cauldron, Bodhi Bubble. Bodhi Bubble? What's his name? Yeah, perfect. Apart from those, that general progression, it looks like you're, again, I feel like your account feels pretty rushed. I feel like you are rushing through the worlds. Like I said, it's the whole philosophical debate whether or not you actually want to do that or not. But I'd probably take some time, go back through your alchemy, try to level some of the skilling bubbles like Wyoming Blood, Bug Squared, and Multilago. These Multilago is especially hard just because it's iron bars. Forging is kind of hard for early game players, but since you're kind of deep into World 5, I really want to say Sentient Cereals is not going to be that bad. But Sploosh Sploosh and Wyoming Blood are going to be the bigger ones. The more multi-ore chance, up to 300%, is just going to massively increase the amount of ore you get from your characters. Overall, it's going to help your progression later, especially since skilling is skilling is skilling. You're going to need skilling anyways, so you want to focus on this sooner rather than later, that way you have higher 3D prints. So best focus for you right now is just unlocking the 300% bubbles, the multi-resource bubbles, so Wyoming Blood, Sploosh Sploosh, Bug Squared, Multilago. You want to focus as much as you can. Star signs, I don't think you'll have unlocked infinite star signs yet, so when you do equip them for the 20% multi-resource chance, you can factor that in if you're trying to hit 300%. Ultimately, you want to hit a total amount of 300%. And if you want to check where you're at currently, you can go to your skill info, click on the skill you're looking at. You can see multi-log drop chance, the multi-ore drop chance, or if you're looking at fishing, multi-fish chance, so on and so forth. Each of them will cap at 300%. So right now that's it. It's 300%. So if you get this to 301, it's not going to do anything. Additionally, if you get a 280 and you have the star sign, that's 300 total. You don't have to level up anymore. Files. So like I said, yeah, you're in World 5. You have some of the vials unlocked, at least some of the good ones, I see. Yeah, you have all stats. You have sailing speed. I'd probably get Krakenade if you're struggling for damage. I don't know if you have Dreadlow or unlocked. If you're able to make bars, you can get cooking speed there. Your recipe cooking speed if you're struggling on cooking. We'll get to that in a second, just to check. You can get Divinity XP through the Maple Logs. So if you want to spend some time just unlocking a few bubbles there, you can try to unlock that. Apart from that, yeah, looking all right. I try if you are struggling a little bit in alchemy, like with brew speed, you can try to get these bubbles to 13 or 11, even 12, even. Um, like I said, I think you might be struggling with 3D prints. That might be a little bit hard for you. So I'd go back, focus on the respective efficiency bubbles. So, like I said, the 300% or getting more multi-restore chance is probably going to be your first thing to do for unlocking more 3D prints for your characters. Is probably the best thing to do. Yeah, sigils. You shouldn't be focusing on sigils. Looks like you aren't, so that's good. Construction. So how's this going? Let me check real quick what the salt chart is saying. So you're at 8 and 5 and 4. I feel like that is wrong. I feel like you also are running into a refinery issue. You said you were trying to fix your refinery the last couple days, so I seems like you're probably running into that issue. Yeah, you're slight. You're off. I'd say you're off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You don't have this active, so you're trying to catch back up. So that's good. So at least you recognize it's a problem and you're able to try to fix it. So I'll I suppose keep this link here and I'll link it to you in a little bit, and that way you're able to do it. Perfect. Okay, refinery is being fixed. So yeah, follow the infinite thing that we were able to try to get infinite finery, perpetual motion, whatever. Yeah, prints. Do you have dude? I think you have dude. I don't know if you have dude, but I feel like you do. Just based off what I'm looking here in the 3D printer, it looks like things are being multiplied by at least 2, which tells me you're at the very least in lab. So I don't know. Maybe not. Excuse me. Sorry, my cat is on my keyboard. So yeah, your prints aren't terrible. Like I said, I feel like they could be better. Again, I think the best way for you to progress your skilling, rather your 3D prints, is going to be through getting 300% or trying to push these multi-resource bubbles as much as you can. That's going to be probably the best way you can increase your scaling efficiency. Going back to stamps, the sooner you can unlock multi-tool stamp, the better. I feel like your divinity levels are probably low and you're probably not close to unlocking as high enough divinity level you can to unlock this stamp. But trying to push your divinity level, that way you can unlock this, is going to be really good. Generally, just for cooking as well. Also, the fact you don't have ladle stamp unlocked kind of frightens me. Ladle stamp is incredibly important for cooking. Cooking efficiency is very hard to come by. Ladle stamp and multi-tool stamp are the best ways to scale cooking efficiency, which is how your Blood Berserker gets a lot of ladles per day. Like I have, I recently sent my Blood Berserker back on getting ladles, and I'm getting 194 per hour, or like 90 per hour or so. It's really hard to get it, but I do have a lot of cooking efficiency because I say I have 113 million because of multi-tool stamp, because of ladle stamp. Like if I look at my stamps right now, they're relatively high. Yeah, I see 5,000 cooking efficiency, and this is level 200, so it might be a little difficult for you to get there, but 1,800 all skill efficiency, and this gets scaled even further by stamp bonuses, by the lab. So you just get a lot of ladles from your Blood Berserker by leveling up those stamps. If I didn't have that active, then I'd be missing out on probably close to like 1,000, 2,000 ladles. That's where most of my efficiency comes from, is those 2 stamps. So go back to World 4, try to unlock this as soon as you can. This is a massive bubble for you to progress your game. That said, I don't want to focus on Death Note. It's probably not the best focus here. So yeah, card farming, 3D printing. Okay, I see. Yeah. So yeah, going on to cooking. Okay, so if I remember from Alchemy, you do have Diamond Chef unlocked. So you want to try to get your plates up to diamond as quick as possible. I suspect that's why you have your Blood Berserker doing cooking right now, is so you can get ladles. Looks like you do have skill AFK gain. I will say, Cooking is affected by skill efficiency, like general skill efficiency. So you can equip the troll card if you do have it. I actually don't know if you do have it or not. But AFK gain, yeah, it does work. I don't know how good strength is for cooking. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But the troll card, Chaotic Troll, does work for skill efficiency for cooking. So something you want to do is probably get that in there. You do have Skilled Dimwit, which is good. Skilled Dimwit does actually impact the skill efficiency you get. If you do have, yeah, you do have Cooking Clog and you have the rings. Those give you cooking efficiency as well, so that's good. But yeah, try to get some of your plates to diamond as quick as possible. Some of these only take a few ladles to do, so this takes 4 ladles on your Blood Berserker. So I'd level up the talents on Blood Berserker if you haven't to make your ladles more efficient. Looks like you do have it booked a little bit too. So yeah, use 4 ladles on your Blood Berserker to get this up to level 11 if you do have 4 ladles. That way you have increase in cooking speed. Every plate that you get at level 11 with the bubble unlocked will give you a massive increase to cooking speed. It's low for you right now because one, you don't have a lot of plates at level 11. This bonus, you'll visually see an increase in Idleon efficiency every time you get a plate up to level 11. So right now it's 2.31 times. If I go to my Idleon efficiency, where I have every plate so far except one to level 11, you can see, you go to my Alchemy. Yeah, this is billion, 15 billion, million, I don't know, but it's a big number, and that number grows bigger every plate that you have, and the higher level your Diamond Chef is. So if you're able to upgrade it whenever you can. It's always a bubble you want to add them when you get to that point, but generally you want to get every single plate as soon as you can up to level 11 minimum. And on top of that, if you want to boost cooking speed as well, try to get your V-Man as quick as possible. Do a speed run, get the talents for it, and unlock the Bone Marrow talent, which will multiply your cooking speed even more. So that's something you probably want to focus on next. Apart from just general skilling, getting to the 300% multi-resource bubbles as fast as you can. Getting V-Man is also a huge boost to your account for just like every aspect. Like it increases your statue effect with the Voodoo Statuification, I believe is the name of the talent, and the Bone Marrow cooking talent massively increases your cooking speed for every, I believe, level of your cooking of your meals. So that's something you want to do. Try to unlock V-Man as quick as you can, because the faster you can do your cooking, the overall progression you have of your account. Additionally, it looks like you probably skipped a few meals. If you go to Idleon efficiency, you can see exactly which spices are best for unlocking the meals. I want to say should have these spices, if I'm not mistaken, so you can just go back and cook these real quick. Yeah. There's that. So lab. It looks like, yeah. Since you're doing divinity, I imagine you're trying to push divinity so you can unlock Goat God. Once you unlock Goat God, you can just stick all your characters back in lab. Generally, the levels you want to hit are minimum level 40, I think, in divinity. That way you can unlock Tranqui. That way your characters can be out of divinity, going around doing things. And then you also want to unlock Goat God. That way you can just stick your characters in the lab. That way they both do lab and divinity at the same time. It's the most efficient way to progress divinity of any of the different ways possible. So yeah, I would try to unlock Goat God as soon as possible. Put on the style for divinity that gives you the most EXP per hour. Then just take all your characters in the lab that have Goat links to them. Again, sailing, like I said, go back to what I said earlier in the video. Unlock your alchemy, the green and yellow cauldron, and unlock the stamps if you can for sailing speed. You aren't in World 6 yet, so that's relevant. Gaming's not much to do there. So yeah. Generally, I think your account it feels rushed. I feel like you don't have much, you're not like doing things badly. It's just things seem a little discombobulated from what I can tell. It seems like you really don't know necessarily what to focus on or what might be the best upgrade. So I'd really go back between World 1 and World 5, stick to the basics, unlock all the stamps that you haven't already, because you're missing out on some pretty big bonuses. Just to recap, stamps themselves, any of the stat stamps give you base stats. Go back and unlock them. If you need help with drop table they are, you can hover over Idleon efficiency and Google Idleon wiki drop table 12, and you'll be able to find out where agile stamp drops. Or if you haven't finished the 7-figure followers, you haven't finished that yet, go back and do that, because you do unlock a few stamps that'll be good for you to unlock, progress your account. So go back and do that. Again, go back to World 4 for cooking efficiency, the ladle stamp. That'll be massive for you to increase your ladle efficiency, or rather the cooking efficiency, that we can get more ladles per hour on your Blood Berserker. That'll help you push your cooking quite a bit. And cooking, as you know, will give you a lot of account bonuses. So you'll be able to upgrade cabbage a little bit further. You'll be able to get, you'll generally have more ladles just to increase your meal level. You want to get most of the meals. You can go here, click least time to diamond. You'll be able to see this one takes only 5 hours. You hover over it. It'll take you 4 ladles if you're using your Blood Berserker with that talent equipped. And then this will take 29, 42. It'll require less. So when you do upgrade your meals to level 11, go ahead and cloud save, and then go back to Idleon efficiency. You see what your new ladle count is to get these to diamond. And then just generally increase or unlock the meals that you haven't already if you're able to. If you aren't able to, try to follow the breeding guide to see if you can push the spice battles a little bit further, and unlock the further spices for Crypt, Frosty Peaks, all that stuff. Actually, real quick, I want to check your arena. Yeah. Maybe try to focus breeding a little bit too. That way you can try to progress the territory spice battles and unlock some of the bonuses that arena give you. Because yeah, you're missing. I really don't know if you have Dude or Sheepy. If you don't have Sheepy, then getting wave 100 in arena is going to be really good, because you can equip your 3rd alchemy large bubble, which is going to be generally pretty good. You can equip 3 at once, so you don't have to worry about flip-flopping too much in alchemy. But yeah, getting wave 50 unlocks your 5th battle slot. It'll make pushing territory spice battles so much easier. So try to follow the resource guide sheet that people have made for pets specifically. So yeah, you can see there's different best lineups you can do for your spice battles in arena. Follow this as much as you can. Read the information that they have here. That way you can progress it faster. And again, if you want to try arena more than once per day, do it on your Beastmaster. Use the skill, and you'll get a free entry, and you can try it multiple times per day, at least like once or twice or so. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I think the biggest thing you're struggling on is just rather skilling efficiency. Once you get more resources, you'll be able to like unlock better gear. I think your overall character skill levels are pretty low, so the generally just the more skill efficiency you get, the easier your skilling is going to be. That way you can go back, get more levels on all of your characters and all the different skills, and just progress your account from there. You'll want to unlock your tools or upgrade them as you can on all of your characters, and use the respective stones, the world stones, to just upgrade their tools. I used in the previous guide I did for another person, their tools are relatively bad. It looks like yours are kind of behind as well. Try to get these up to Dementia if you can on all your characters, and then just focus on alchemy, pushing Wyoming Blood, strong tools. Sorry, not strong tools. Sploosh Sploosh, Bug Squared, Multilago, just to get those up to, I'd say, probably like 100%, 200% resource chance if you can. That'll massively increase your prints as well. And apart from that, I think you're doing all right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and send you over a written guide. Try to follow that as much as you can, and see if you can progress in the next few weeks or so. That should give you enough to do in the next few days, next few weeks, just to progress your account a little bit further, and hopefully you'll be able to escape World 5 on all your characters. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Have a great time.